Hello, everybody, and welcome to part 2 of the full moon in Cancer pandemic edition series, Deep Astrology. So we left off at Mercury 10 degrees, 0.8 Capricorn. I have to add the points in astrology to get the messages sometimes. So when it's necessary, like now, we pull together all the messages. So let's start with Mercury. Mercury, the planet of communication and thinking. And the number 10 in the 10 degrees is the Wheel of Fortune. And the 0.8 is the Strength card, sign of Leo. And Mercury is also sitting in the 5th house, also with Capricorn. So that counts as another two signs of Leo. And that's important when you're reading these messages. So now Capricorn ruling careers, public image, and leadership. And so we put all these things together and you get communicating Mercury about time, about an uproar to a Leo. Someone who's in the same career field, someone who has a particular public image, someone who's also been in a place of leadership, like Joe Biden. And who might this be? The only possible yet unlikely person you can think of is Donald Trump, because he's Leo, right? So you have to ask yourself, why is it so unlikely? And that is exactly why it would never be suspected, right? So two completely different roles and personalities. Leo also rules, acting and entertainment. So Mercury 10 degrees Capricorn reads in the inside degrees, a man drinking blood from a vein of a horse's leg, being driven to tap whatever source promises inward sustenance. You are widely propelled to a journey anywhere, do anything, go to any lengths to come upon something vital here in this world, tending to feel desperate, abandoned, forsaken, unable to find what you crave at any of the usual places, instead magnetized by the wild and free, whatever has yet to become tainted by civilization, drawn far back to gain propulsion, to go forward with conviction and power, with deep embodied presence that cannot be taken away from itself by any passing wind. So the scarcity is real. And Sagittarius is the horse, and we're talking about drinking from a horse's leg, and Sagittarius is about religions and beliefs here, and being magnetized to the wild and free, the horse, Sagittarius, and whatever has yet to become tainted by civilization. So, what is pure about Sagittarius? Religions, or a belief that something or someone is pure and untouched by civilization, meaning unreachable. So, drawn back to gain propulsion, to go forward with conviction and power. And how would someone like Joe Biden need to look pure and untouchable if they need to be set back by someone completely opposite of him, personality-wise? So, with deep embodied presence that cannot be taken away from itself by any passing wind. So, deep embodied presence is the mask and can't be taken away from any passing wind. So, Mercury, being the planet of communication, rules Gemini and Virgo. So, Gemini is the only air sign. So, if we're talking about passing wind, that would be any communication or anything said about him that's true or reveals his true face. So, Gemini, two-faced. So next we have Pluto, 25, 33 degrees Capricorn. 25 degrees, 0.33 degrees Capricorn. Okay, so this is a conjunction with Venus, but I'll get there after I explain this whole thing with Pluto. So, Pluto being the planet of secrets, changes, transformations, it's ruling Scorpio, and this is sitting in the fifth house, Leo, as well. So, the number 2 in the tarot is the High Priestess, the feminine. And that's the 2 and the 25, and then the 5 and the 25 degrees is the Hierophant. So when you both of these next to each other are similar, and both of these are spiritual. So the High Priestess is secret, and the Hierophant is a spiritual leader. The High Priestess is feminine, the Hierophant is masculine. So and Taurus rules the Hierophant, right? The struggle. Okay. And in this case, that means control. To bring this all together with Pluto and a Capricorn and Leo. Okay, so secrets about what is known with the pillar about a controlling spiritual leader, masculine, as acting and or Donald Trump, so both, is going to be televised, Leo, entertainment. So when you add the 2 plus the 5, that's 7, and that is the Chariot. So that is also Cancer ruled, also similar to the High Priestess, because we have the black and white here. So when you add the 0.33 together, that is 6, and that is the Lovers, which I did not bring that out. Let me just look at these cards. Hold on, I'm just gonna pause. All right, it was hidden behind the card, stuck behind it the whole time. Anyways, the Lovers, number 6, Gemini ruled. So put these together. Secrets about a Cancer, Joe Biden, and or the military, because the Chariot is the military again. So secrets about Joe Biden and or, I guess in this case it's and, Joe Biden and military communication are also going to be televised. And when you put all 4 cards together, this is gonna be a while. Let me put all 4 cards together here. This is backwards. Sorry, you guys, just bear with me. All right. Bam. All right. What is known about a spiritual leader will make the collective ask, what else don't we know about Joe Biden and the military communication? And then when you flip them over, which we're going to do again right now, when more military communication and Joe Biden's secrets are televised, then people are going to wonder, what else don't we know about this spiritual leader, masculine, Donald Trump? So these are going to be foreshadowing events. So Pluto 25 degrees Capricorn in the inside degrees read a woman wearing a mask out of butterfly wings. I don't even need this anymore. Wrapped about in customary trappings, made to look and act the part superbly, programmed to do everything on cue, taking yourself in hand subordinating all the other factors to ambition, power, and worldly position, in a premeditated, systematic, super orderly fashion fitting the role. So good you fool yourself. The perfect wraparound setup of simply turning yourself into everybody, what everybody wants to see. So we've read this before. In the new moon solar eclipse Sagittarius part 3. It's the same aspects in Pluto 25 degrees Capricorn. And we had talked about the mask and how it fools you into a trap that's planned and how the authority figure gets a high from attention. So Sagittarius ruling religions and the Hierophant being, you know, a religious leader plus military communication. I don't need to put up these cards, but I'm just going to do it anyways. People are going to see all the patterns, past tense, televised manipulation. And people are going to wonder what was the motive that was leading up to now, the whole time. And what was it all for? Pluto. So next is the conjunction to Venus, and conjunctions are when energies merge together. So Venus is sitting in the 5th house, Leo also, and Venus is at 26 degrees Capricorn. So let me get these out again. Where did it go? I'm holding it in my hand. Anyway, all right. Venus 26 degrees Capricorn. What is known about a choice, because the lovers rules choices as well. What is known about a choice in someone's career? And with Venus ruling Libra and Taurus, this could surround relationships and the earth, because this is Venus and Taurus, so it's the earth. So the degrees read, in order to move through this extended interlude, you are going to need to return to the past and see them again. Otherwise, nothing goes right. And sometimes the truth is bleak, painful, tragic, and worth pursuing. So merge relationships, Libra, and the Earth, Taurus, with the military communication and Joe Biden. And who did he have a relationship with alongside during 9/11? And what was George Bush's choice? And what did that do to the earth? We all suspected it, we blew it off, and now karma's due. So, which brings us to Saturn, 10 degrees, point 40, Aquarius. So, speaking of karma, the planet of karma and time, Saturn. Since we're talking about 10 degrees here, I might as well bring it back out. The Wheel of Fortune. And Aquarius is the world, so karmic timing with the world. And along with Saturn sitting in the 6th house, which is also Virgo, and that's innocence and reality, and also medicines, which is vaccines. So when you put the Emperor, point 40, is this going to be backwards? No, it's not. Okay, so point 40, the Emperor, number 4, and the Fool, 0. So, and then we're going to put the time, 10.40 degrees with Saturn. Alrighty. So who is standing in the way between you, Aries, and your new beginning, and you being free, and karmic timing in the world? Who's standing in the way? The authority figure. Which brings us to what the inside degrees say. A black raven with a bright red head. A watcher, poised, observant, keen, seeing into souls. Negatively disposed, absolutely alert to what is wrong, to what is missing, to what should be changed. Fabulously mental, with an enormous appetite for trouble, for difficulties, for crisis. Identity is eclipsed by the necessity to be effective in action. You serve a poser behind the scenes and are obedient to a fault. And this is talking about keeping all of us in check in an abusive way. But this is his weakness because now Saturn is like, now we're keeping him in check. And it's all a mess and is obvious. So that's very interesting. And next we're going to go on to Jupiter and part 4. Whatever I can fit in there. Hopefully that'll be the last one. And then I will be doing the winter solstice, and that'll be huge. So stay tuned for that. There's a huge surprise there. And then I think the weeklies are going to be really late. Whatever, it's fine. We have priorities. Anyways, I hope you liked this part. Let me know in the comments what you think and if it all makes sense, hopefully. With that being said, see you later.